All right, so today we're doing glazed ham. So I'm sorry I haven't done the wreath. My head is killing me today. So we're gonna do dinner though. Okay, so what we have are ham steaks. So you can get these ham steaks at any grocery store. Let me show you what they look like this. Okay, and you just put them in a pan. And I like to run like some lines with a knife. And I have a small one here. You see the small one. Okay, and what we're gonna do is make a glaze. Okay. So I start with melted butter. Okay, 2 tablespoons of melted butter. And then we need I like to use the Dijon mustard. I can't remember. I don't think this fits in there, does it? No, I don't think so. Let's see. Okay, so you need a tablespoon of this. So this is a half tablespoon. I just do 2 scoops. It's really not going to taste like mustard. Okay. So 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Then you do a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Who's your sister sauce? It's such a strange name, isn't it? There we go. All right. Then a teaspoon of our apple cider vinegar. I like to kind of squish it up first. Okay, there we go. Now, this is what makes it taste good. So you do 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. And yes, packed. You want it packed. Okay. And then honey. So I pretty much do the same amount of honey as I do brown sugar, but I don't measure. I just pour it in. Okay. Just because it's so hard to get it out of the little spoon thing. Okay, so that's what it looks like before we mix it. That's my husband. All right, so just mix it up. You can put a little garlic in it too if you want. There we go. So it'll be, if it's like too watery, I usually put just a little bit more honey in it. That kind of thickens it up a little. And I use like pure honey. So, yeah, see how that thickens it up a little bit? There. See, now it's a little bit thicker. See that? All right. So then all you have to do, once you get it together, there, is you're just going to kind of pour it on top. So you want to put these in the oven about 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. And all I do is like flip it in the middle. And this recipe, I do not actually have to double because it makes enough. Okay, so I put it on. I kind of spread it over it like this. There. There we go. And a little bit more on the little one. Hey, baby.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hi, baby. All right. So this is just going to go in the oven at 400 degrees. And there's one. There's two. Okay. And then we're going to do... Okay, so then, how are y'all today? It's really good. It's really good. I am even not a huge ham fan, but it's really good. I was just talking. The ham. I was talking about the ham. Whoop. Okay. All right. It's still not great. My headache, but all right. So,
Excuse me.
bless you, baby. And I'm just gonna put green beans in.
To reserve prime real estate for the plastic up here.
Good.
What?
Prime real estate for the plastic.
Well, the
I
top,
know it has to go on
the
top.
top shelf
I
is
know.
prime real estate.
Prime real
Because
estate.
it's very delicate up here.
Sorry, baby.
But the hard stuff,
There you go.
the bottom, the hard stuff has to go on the bottom.
I know. All right.
The bottom has to only have hard stuff.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so I like to use this stuff in our green beans. This little package, 2 packages.
Dang, this thing's full.
Yeah, I'll get it in a minute. Vitamin time.
Same time every day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go. Okay. And I just put a little bit of salt in this. Mm-hmm. Kind of activates that ham flavor. You having a snack over there, Belly? Okay. Now we'll put this on. All right. Put this one on. Get it going. Well, I always... So, I don't know if y'all have this, but my oven has, like, up in the front, both of them have a small burner and a large burner, and I always forget and turn on the large burner. All right, so now we've got the ham in the oven, the green beans on. I'll put this away. Is that yummy? That's so yummy, Stella. All right, so on the day that we have ham, I either do cinnamon rolls or cheddar bay biscuits. Today I have a headache, so we're doing the cheddar bay. All right, this is actually a mix because Mom is gluten-free, so you can get they have the Red Lobster cheddar bay biscuits, and they have a gluten-free version, so that's what I do. All right, so, I know, right? What is up with that? Okay, so this is the easiest thing on the planet to make. You just get, oh, Ross had the hot water on, hold on, okay. All right, you get some cold water, like a cup. Let's turn the rice on. Oh, and we're having rice pilaf. Okay. So this is really easy. All you do is take the mix, put it in. And then you want a half a cup of cheese. I will tell you, the best cheese is to get the really finely shredded. It melts better in the biscuits. And oh my gosh, do they love this thing. Okay, so half a cup. These biscuits are so good, and they go nuts over them. All right. So I do a pretty good half a cup like that. Okay. And I will tell you, the trick to this here is to use a fork. So you want to use a fork for mixing this. Put that knife up. Okay. Get a fork out. All right, so you want to mix this together a little bit before you put the water in. Also, it comes with these little seasoning packets, and you melt like a half a stick of butter, and you add in the little mix, little seasoning packet, and when you take it out of the oven, that's when you put it on. So I just kind of pour a little bit on top. Okay. So if you do the dry ingredients and mix it well first, the reason the fork works really well is because this is the kind of mix that you don't want to like over mix. So a fork works really well. It also helps get out the clumps just by running it through the fork. Okay, so now you just add in your cold water. I usually leave just a little bit if I need it. Because with biscuits, less is more with water. Because you don't want them to be no soggy biscuits. It does take a second to kind of mix these in. They cook about, I think like 15 to 18 minutes. So I usually put them in about the time that the rice starts, or maybe just a tiny bit before. Okay, see how it just starts to stick together like that? Okay, I just kind of push it around, try to make sure I'm getting all of that incorporated. And oh yeah, I'll knock it out onto the table, onto the counter 50 times because I'm entirely too lazy to get out the bigger bowl. I hate to say that, but that's the truth. So we do not have, it feels like, I don't know about y'all, but it feels like we do not have enough cabinets. Like our kitchen is big, but it's just big empty space. It's not like, it doesn't have very many cabinets. So I have to get like 2 or 3 things out to get something out because things are just like stacked in there. It's terrible. So I will avoid it if I can and just mix it in my bowls because that just works better. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. Strangely enough, it does not need to be like normal dough. You don't like push it all together. Okay, you just want to make sure that, you know, the bottom stuff is mixed in pretty well. But as you go and start putting it in the pan to cook, you will be able to get some of that stuff in the bottom. Okay. This is definitely a hands-on kind of thing. Green beans. Alright. Do y'all use these little parchment sheets? Oh my gosh, I love those things. Best invention ever. I make mine smaller because the men in this family are big biscuit eaters. And it makes them feel a little better if the biscuits aren't really large and they don't feel like they're eating as many. Also, my mom can't eat a big biscuit. I can't either. So I make them a little bit smaller, and then it just works out for us. All right, so you just take like a clump of it, kind of fold it into a little circle thing, little circle shape, little round shape. It does not need to look perfect because it's gonna expand and change as it cooks. So see, we're doing pretty good. The rice just started. Okay. So you can see I do make them pretty small. Kind of move it over a little so you can see. I make some like a pretty decent size and some kind of small, but there we go. Hey, baby girl, what are you doing? Bella's looking at me like, what's going on in here? Okay. There we go. Kind of get y'all down a little. There we go. Okay. There. And I'll tell you what, by tomorrow, these will be gone. So you can make big ones if you like, or you can do like me and make small ones. They really like the small ones. Oh, you know what I read on the package? That you can make, you know, the cheese sausage ball things. You can make it with this. So we're gonna be trying that soon. I think that'll be so yummy. Don't y'all think so? Put a little sausage in here, a little bit of sausage. That would be so good. I love sausage balls, so I think that would be good. Okay, so when you get to the bottom, you'll see there's a little bit of the dry. And if you just kind of grab it and just kind of get it to stick together, it'll pick up those dry ingredients and work it in like that. Okay, but we always end up with plenty. So my hand being warm also kind of helps to get it formed into a little ball. That. I think it makes like, maybe it makes like 6 or 8 pretty large ones, but you can see it makes a whole bunch of small ones. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So I have pretty much everything. There's just a tiny little bit left in the bowl. There we go. See, and I can push it down to get the little bits that are left in here, like that. There we go. Don't worry too much about the little stuff that falls off. It'll just cook right up. Okay, so now I'm gonna get this in the oven because it does take a few minutes. All right. gonna check on the ham. Okay. All right, so in the oven it goes. Now look how pretty this ham looks. Hold on, let me wash my hand off real quick. Otherwise I'll get little biscuit stuff in my glove. Okay. All right. So what I like to do is I just flip them over and I flip the dish around. So like, you know how I put those little marks in it? That way I just kind of do this to make sure both sides get coated really well. And then I flip the pan around. But look how pretty that looks. Doesn't that look pretty? I need both for this one. This pan's heavier. Okay. Now, same thing with this one. So, a little bit harder to get. There we go. Like that. So I just mix it around, make sure I've gotten both sides well coated. Okay, and that's going to go back in this way. Isn't that pretty? All right. We'll turn this down a little bit. Is this already boiling? And that's it. It's really easy. So this one takes like maybe like 25 minutes, something like that. And it is really pretty quick. Oh, yeah. Let me show you the little packets. Okay. I also like that those bowls go in the dishwasher, and my big mixing bowls, they have to be done by hand. So yeah, I'd rather use the, the bowls that go in the dishwasher. Is that sad? That's okay if it is. I don't really care. Okay, so this is what the packet looks like. With the seasoning. So this is the little seasoning packet, and all you do is get okay. So we'll get like a stick of butter. It's really like a half stick. I know, I need to get out my bread recipes. I haven't made bread in so long. Okay. So we're just gonna cut this in half. I think I'll use it regular. Let's use it regular. I really like color, so all our bowls are very colorful because I like them. Oh, my sister left this morning, so we are empty now. So we're back to 8 instead of 9. So I could definitely tell we had an extra person because we usually have not very much left over, but like a little bit. Yeah, we really haven't had much, like much of anything. So you want half of that. Okay. And I just put it in the microwave for like 35 seconds. Okay. And then we're going to mix it in. Okay. Oh, I gave Z all of the ingredient list. So if you want to go back and look at any of the ones we've done, you'll be able to see it. Okay. So you just take your little packet. So see, it's just melted butter. Then you just put, for some reason this one came with 2 packets. We've never gotten 2 packets before. So I might save that packet in case we ever have one that doesn't have a packet. You just put it in and you just mix it up like this. And then what I do is when it comes out, I just use this spoon and I just sprinkle it over the top. But see, that's it. That's all you have to do. And we get our ham steaks from Walmart. It's the only meat thing I ever get from Walmart, and it's because it's like already prepackaged and whatever. So everything else, like all the meats and everything we get from Aldi's because it's less expensive. I can get it in a bigger quantity, and it's just they just taste better. So yeah. Oh, the bread, yeah. I have my sourdough bread is inactive. I have to reactivate it. It's been in my fridge for a little while. So my nieces make sourdough bread a lot, and they brought me one of their starters, so I might have to get them to bring me another one because I think that I've waited too long because it just like everything just happened after they brought it. We got sick, Mom went in the hospital, the stuff. All right, hold. All right, so that is it. So our food will be ready in like 10 minutes or so, and then, oh really? You haven't? I mean, I do ham steak on the days where like I don't feel that great or I hurt or something because it's like no effort. It's just super easy. I don't have to cut anything. I just mix a few ingredients and put it in the oven, and they all think it's wonderful, so works for me. All right, so I'm gonna go and get Carson's bread ready, you know, his little garlic bread, and I will definitely take pictures and post them and give Z the ingredients. But I would definitely try some of the cheddar bay biscuits. They're really, really good. And I'll get some more and we'll have to try them with the sausage and see. I love Aldi's too. I mean, it's my favorite place. It's the only place I get like all of our fruits, vegetables, and meat there. And then at Walmart, I get like the prepackaged stuff, you know, just like drinks, water, stuff that, you know, doesn't matter where I get it. Paper towels, toilet paper, that kind of stuff. I know, I wish y'all had an Aldi's too. They're so good. All right, so I will see y'all tomorrow. And hopefully tomorrow I will feel really good and we'll make a wreath. So that'll be good. Yeah, we did get the tree stuff down. So that made me feel accomplished. That was good. That was not today though. All right, I hope y'all have a great night and I will see y'all tomorrow, okay? Bye y'all.